What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video today, and today it's going to be probably a shorter video. I'm not 100% sure, but I wanted this video to be what I read in the month of September. So, this wasn't the first book that I read, but it was a single volume because I haven't picked up the rest of the series yet. So I think I'm going to go over some of those first, and then some of the more, longer ones that I have or more that I have more of the series. So this is Assassination Classroom Volume 1. This was the third volume that I read, and overall I really liked it. A lot of the art I feel like the art plays off very well with the story because the story's, especially in the first volume, really like silly kind of. Like Koro Sensei, the main character, you can see he dresses up as a person so that way he can go play baseball or go watch baseball because he was bored. So basically, the premise of the story is he is their teacher. He is an alien and he blew up part of the moon. And he took on this classroom of misfits who don't fit in. And their job is to try and kill him with these little BBs. You can kind of see them there. They're not actually bullets, they're BBs. But the bullets only affect him. He can move incredibly fast. I want to say it's Mach 20. See, there you can see the little BB hurting him. He shoots off his own arm just to show that they actually hurt him. But anyways, he blew up the moon and they have to kill him. Otherwise, he's going to do the same thing to the Earth by the end of, by the end of the summer. So when they would graduate is when he's going to do it if they can't kill him. So you can see down there's the moon. But overall, it's really funny in my opinion. I think it was a really good read, and I look forward to getting some more of the volumes probably in October. It'll probably be like the second half of October. I'm sure you'll see me pick them up either on YouTube Shorts, or if you're not, go follow me on TikTok. It's the same as my YouTube. It's Anime Aftermath 5. But, well, it's Anime Aftermath, but, if you type in, at Anime Aftermath 5, I think there's a period in between Anime and Aftermath, though. So, yeah, basically, these misfits, they're always mistreated by others. They're always made fun of because they're, the bad class. They're really just kids who necessarily didn't do great in school or got into a lot of trouble, and so they were shunned to Class 3E. But overall, I think that it was a really good read, and I would really recommend this series. I did watch the anime a long time ago, so I knew roughly what was going to happen, but it wasn't my favorite thing that I read this month, but it was good. But a lot of what I read was really good. There wasn't anything that I really didn't like. Next up is Naruto. I've had this volume for a while, and this is actually the first ever anime that I watched, and this is what got me into anime. The first volume's alright. You don't really get into much of the story. He becomes a ninja. There's one fight scene. He passed the exam and we're introduced to Kakashi. And this volume ends with their training against Kakashi. And it's alright. You can see, for those of you who have seen it, the first volume ends where he gets tied up because he doesn't get one of the bells from Kakashi. But, I mean, it's alright. It's a classic shonen. It does what a shonen should do. I mean, it's a classic. It's a good series. Volume 1's a little bit slow. I love this series. This was probably my least favorite thing that I read this month just because I only read the first volume. It's a really good series and I'd recommend checking it out, but it takes a little bit to get into. I know I think it's volume 3, he has his first huge fight and it's against Zabuza, for those of you who have seen it. And that's really good, so I will look into picking up more of this. The art is really good, but honestly, the first volume's a little bit slow. And, I mean, for a series like this that's going to build a story, that's to be expected. Assassination Classroom, there's a story, but the story is a lot simpler than the story of Naruto. Next, I read Hunter x Hunter Volumes 1, and I'm partway through 2 right now. I don't have that one here to show off, but Hunter x Hunter is really good. It's another one that starts a little bit slow, but I would still rank this above Naruto for at least the first volume. And I think it does a good job of introducing you to all of the stories, and like it explains their reasoning for wanting to be strong. Like for Gon, he wants to become a great hunter like his dad, who he doesn't really know. Leorio, he wants money. At least that's what it comes off. He gets a little bit more into his personality later. Kurapika, he wants to, right there, he wants to avenge his clan. And Killua, see if I can find a panel. He's right there. You can't see him in great detail. But Killua, number 99, he comes from a family of assassins, and so he wants to see if he can do it. He is the same age as Gon, the main protagonist, and right now they are in the middle of their hunter exam to become hunters. So this one ends off partway through the hunter exam when they're in the swamp. So for those of you who have seen the anime. I have seen the anime. I haven't been caught up with the manga though, so I know some stuff happens after the anime does. And so I haven't seen that, but I own Volume 1, obviously, 2, and I just picked up Volume 3. So this is definitely on my list to read, but I would highly recommend this one. It was really good, and it's a really good series. I want to say they're on like volume 38 in English right now, and I've finished the anime, so like I know what happens up until then. I don't know exactly. I think that may be like volume 30, 32. So it's a really good book. The anime can be a little bit slow in season 5 just because it was really long and drawn out. But I would say that this is probably my second favorite thing that I read this month. And now on to my favorite series that I've read. And I've posted a lot of TikToks about this series, but it's Dandadan. Dandadan is an amazing series about characters named Okarun and Momo Ayase. Okarun is your nerd. He likes science. He likes to believe in aliens. Momo believes in the supernatural more so, like spirits. And that's not Okarun's thing, but that's okay because, quite frankly, Momo doesn't believe in aliens either, and she thinks that it's absurd that there could be aliens, and Okarun thinks that it's absurd that there could be spirits. And quite frankly, I like the contrast between the two. That's Momo's grandma. This is a newer manga and anime, but this month I read volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. Volume 4, and I don't have it with me, but I read volume 5 as well. So volume 5 takes you up, I think it's volume 5, hang on. Volume 5 segues you into season 2 of the anime, which is, I think it's finally done being released right now. But overall, the story is about this boy named Okarun who gets his balls taken by an old grandma spirit. And at least for all of season 1, they're trying to get them back. And this is Okarun because he now has the old grandma spirit's powers. And Momo unlocks her own powers, which are basically like, she can like grab things. It's kind of hard to explain. But the first 5 volumes are really good. And I have a video coming out soon specifically about Dandadan. But honestly, this was my favorite thing that I read this month. Hands down. Like, it wasn't even... The other series were good. Dandadan just takes it to another level. Because it's goofy, it's not what you should expect. It's a shonen, and it does what a shonen should do, but in my opinion, it does it with an interesting twist, which is why this manga holds such a strong place in my heart. And I can't wait to pick up the rest of the volumes. Volume 15 comes out like next Tuesday, I think. And I'm so excited to catch up, and I'm so excited to read more of this. This was a series that I couldn't put down. I think I read this volume in like a couple of hours, like straight. Not straight, I took a couple of breaks, but this was a volume that I kept finding myself wanting to come back to. And just everything from the artwork to the story just had me drawn in from the very start. And it's a very quick-paced manga. Like, they get into the action in chapter 1. But yeah, that's all. Have a great day. Peace out.